Wow, the video like stopped, so I know what we were talking about. I guess we were talking about like warrants and the fact that you can have someone come in. They have to be really particular. They have to be has to come from an impartial judge coming in giving cases. A lot of people have to provide specific information for what's happening. So that's really like the goal of like the warrant part that's coming in, right? So it doesn't really matter like how one, officers get this knowledge. This could be, like firsthand, not that color. So maybe they know someone or they witnessed it or they have an informant. All of these things can matter. Or like a tip or something like that. As long as it's like acceptable, reliable information, right? The other requirements, right, is that it has to be specific. So it can't be like broad in such a way that it could target really anyone or a certain group of people or a certain group of properties for that matter, right? It has to be, really more specific, right? And so, again, we talk about, it has to be particular, detailed in some, as possible, so specific as possible. And really, weighed by an objective judge who isn't in the hunt for anything, for any particular reason, right? It's really more just about like getting full possible information and making sure that everything's okay. So, of course, like there are limits, right? So this is sort of like the guidelines that we come into place to protect people, right? So if there is a violation, any violation of these rules, it's not in a set of protections, which is covered in your textbook, right? Is that, the violations of any of these, equals a down or like evidence is thrown out of court. And so it becomes useless to the government because it was illegally obtained and you can no longer hold someone on that. Now, of course, this leads to a lot of people saying, like, of course, there can be mistakes in the justice system. You can expect police to be right the entire time, and that's true. But at the same time, like, there is some argument to be made that police should be doing it right because the impact of their power goes long. So if any evidence is introduced that is not lawfully obtained or is found to, like the judge was biased in some way or something like that, then the evidence can't be used in a court of law. So with that, we will end.